my ride is. So this is going to be something that's really long awaited, and I pretty much have to just explain it pretty quickly. So I did start the stretching journey, and I started it from the 2 to a 0 using PFE tape to stretch. After I'd say a month and a half, almost 2 months, and that was on top of 3 to 4 weeks, my ears heal from the previous stretch, a combined total of 2 to 3 months stretching my ears. And unfortunately, I had a huge mishap. This little package for you guys real quick. Okay, so I have these like pinkish 7mm, which is considered a in-between size. This is a 1 gauge, not a 0 gauge. I'm going to show you guys in comparison holding them up. This one is at 12, so this one is technically at a 0 gauge. The left ear, I got to 0 on both originally. Then I shrank this one down and this one down because I was scared that this was going to happen to the other one as well. So I was using similar earrings that I got from the same company, and that's why they sent me out a 1 gauge that took 14 days from China. They decided they were going to ship it from China, not their warehouse, because these earrings that I got that were supposed to be a 0 gauge were oversized. So they're not exactly a 0 gauge. They're actually a little bit bigger than at least normal 0 gauge. So when I went to put them in, it felt like a pinch, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of normal, because if I'm stretching and it's a 0 and it's pretty big, and it wasn't painful, it was just like a pinch. I wore these for I don't even know how long. It was probably like 30 minutes when this ear started to really bug me. It felt like, I don't know how to explain it other than it got like really warm, tingly. That's the feeling I got, at least. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a break and go back down to like 10 out of 12 wraps. So instead of 12 out of 12, 10 out of 12. All of a sudden I pull it out and my ear starts bleeding from the inside. Now, it wasn't something insane, but it was just a little bit of blood. And I didn't want to go too in depth before I did this video, so I could leave it for my gauge stretching video part. I think I mentioned it in one other video. At least they sent something out. So I'm going to hold these up just for comparison. Let me get the other ones and then I'll show you. And just to give you guys complete context on how shady they are, even at the beginning, the pictures that they show on the listing, which I'll put here, aren't really what you get. You don't know what to expect color-wise. So I was supposed to get pink quartz, and every single color that I had was slightly different too. So this is a 0 gauge of a pink quartz. That's what this is supposed to be. And as you guys can see, it's literally like an off-white, but that is the 0. This is the 1 gauge, and as you guys can see, a lot smaller, and this is actually like a pinkish color. Is a good bit smaller. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be stretching to a 1 gauge. So in total, we are really far behind with the stretching process. I am just going to be dead stretching these because I don't have tapers. Get these in and you guys can tell me what you think. So this is how big my ear hole is. See how easy this is just to stick. I'll lube up my ear a little bit too. Yeah, that was the easiest thing ever. I guess I'll have to show you guys. I'll have to show you guys like in the mirror, but I was literally blown away because when I turned my head like this with the light hitting it and the angle, it looks like it sticks off my ear like, I don't even know. It looks like a bubble is coming out of my ear. It's not as bad in person. All right, so I gotta be gentle with the left because it doesn't like to be toyed with apparently too much. And then that is the almost 0 gauge ear. You guys might be wondering, why aren't you stretching completely to the 0 gauge and just saying screw it? Well, like I said, I'm trying to give myself a break. I never really had my heart set on a 0. I just wanted to stretch again, and I wanted to see what it would look like. Now that I see what the 1 gauge looks like on my ears, I think I might stay with the 1. The only problem is 1 gauge is an in-between size, so it would be a lot harder to find jewelry. But now I'm going to show you guys a close-up of what they look like. So this is the left one. This is the right one. But they look a lot better than what a 0 gauge would look like because the bubble shape that they have almost sticks beyond my ear, and a 0 gauge would have stuck beyond the bottom of my ear. I don't like that. I think that looks tacky on plugs, for me at least. I know other people probably do it on huge sizes. Any bigger and this would have like hung over my ear. I'm sure the 0 gauge would have. When I first looked at them in the front, that's why I wanted to show you that the bubble part of the earring doesn't stick out as much as it looked like it did with the front facing camera, but they honestly don't look bad. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. If I get enough questions, I will do like a update video on this with different 1 gauge jewelry to show you guys what it looks like with like tunnel. Yeah, hopefully this answers all you guys' questions on where I was at with the stretching journey. And you can also tell just how long I've been at this point, because these literally slid in probably easier than any other jewelry I've had. Every other time when I was stretching with PTFE tape, I had to at least use tapers. This was literally a dead stretch. So all I did was stick the jewelry after lubing up my ear and the plug itself, pulled it down a little bit, and then stuck the jewelry through, and it went in like that. Hopefully you guys like this. Like I said, I think the plugs are the move. I think this is really like not in your face, and I feel like they kind of, to me, look better than the tunnels at certain times. Like right now, it almost looks like I'm not wearing anything, but when you look carefully, it just looks like a oversized earring or whatever. I can get away with a lot more with people having gauges if I wear plugs, because my family doesn't know like what they look like. At least the family that I'm trying to avoid having them know that I'm at a 1 gauge. But yeah, if you guys want to see the different types of jewelry, like different tunnels, different types of plugs that might be a little bit smaller than this, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys think I should go to the 0 gauge. Honestly, it's not going to be for a while if I ever do go to the next step, and it's going to be with different jewelry. But I'm going to give these guys a break for at least 2 or 3 months, and honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with where I got. Like I said, my goal was a 6, and I'm down to a 1, which is all but to a 0. It's halfway to a 0, and I'd say that that's pretty much good progress, because I never thought I'd get this big with my gauge journey. So yeah, make sure to leave a fat like down below, comment, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know everyone was asking about gauge journey, so wanted to give it to you. Make sure to be happy, stress less. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always,